Our dude Akemitsu's in a pickle. Kagura's offer is gnawing at his brain while he's trying to get his mochi-making game on with Tsukuyo. But trust Kurage to add some spice into the mix. She points out the, suggestive side of mochi pounding, and what does our boy do? He jabs his own eyes out. Now in the bathroom, eyes being cleaned, Kurage by his side. He asks her about the earlier comment, and she's all like, thought you'd be into that. And his reaction? A chuckle and a swift change of subject. Classic Akemitsu move. Enter Mia, dressed in a full-on sexy bunny outfit. Why? Kagura strikes again with the whole bunny penance training thing. And hold up, because it gets spicier. Akemitsu has to hug Mia from behind while pounding mochi? I mean, talk about a training session. Mia's as red as a tomato, and before Akemitsu can process it all, Tsukuyo struts in with a matching sexy bunny outfit. And Kuraga? Bunny jumpsuit. Just when it looks like all hell's about to break loose, Yuzuki walks in, ready to unleash her wrath on Akemitsu, only to learn about the whole bunny penance thing. Spoiler alert, it's not real. With the air cleared and misunderstandings sorted, everyone's sipping on some bomb soup made by Akemitsu. He steps out to serve some to Kiki, and she goes all mysterious on him, asking if he's gonna stick around and be a priest or skip town. Then, she drops the bomb, suggesting he could join her temple if he want, but our boy's quick on the defense, pushing her away and blaming it on the booze. At Shinto Shrine, the aroma of incense in the air, and everyone in dazzling yukatas. Tsukuyo's fishing for some good old compliments from Akemitsu, and our guy, true to form, goes above and beyond. So much that Tsukuyo's cheeks burn up and she jets out of there. Well, Akemitsu's on a roll. On a compliment spree, he goes from one girl to another, showering them with words of admiration. Each one has a laugh-worthy reaction. And then, there's Yuzuki. He's so caught up, he drops the question, and let's just say it wasn't about the weather. New Year reflections hit hard. As Akemitsu chats with Yuzuki about the temple's future, his mind wanders through memory lane. With his resolution set, he dashes off, leaving Yuzuki behind to find Kagura. Flashback alert! We see Kagura reminiscing about Mia's wild days, defying her mother's bonkers demands for her to, well, sleep with 100 men in Japan. And Kagura, being the savvy servant she is, had been faking those photo proofs. But now with Akemitsu in the picture, it's a curveball. After all, love's a no-go in the Kristoff universe. Kagura's expecting Akemitsu to show up, bags packed, ready to leave. But our guy's got his priorities straight. He declines the cash and pledges his allegiance to Yuzuki. Kagura's fuming, stuck in a love triangle gone wrong. Her hidden emotions for Mia bubble up, and for the first time, she yells. And well, the conversation ends with Akemitsu getting a swift, painful kick to the groin. Akemitsu's back on his feet, and yep, he's quite relieved that all systems are operational. However, every time someone even whispers Kagura's name, our man goes into panic mode. Mia, being the ever-so-helpful gal, thinks she's got the solution. Remember her brilliant idea of locking her and Akemitsu up to mend fences? Well, she thinks it's just the thing for Akemitsu and Kagura. So, into the storeroom they go for 24 hours of pure, unadulterated bonding. Or, well, that's the plan. Inside the storeroom, Kagura wants to know why Akemitsu hasn't spilled the beans about her diabolic, erotic queen plan for Mia. Akemitsu, heart of gold and all, admits he treasures the friendship and wants no drama. Kagura's brain lights up with a new plan. Make Akemitsu fall head over heels for Mia, thus solving all her problems. And then she gives the storeroom door a good old kick, and they're free. Late into the night, we see Akemitsu leaning in for a kiss with Tsukuyo. She softly tells him to be gentle, but shocker. When she opens her eyes, it's Kuraga on the receiving end. Yikes! Tsukuyo, red as a tomato, begs her sis for forgiveness. Over in the temple kitchen, Tsukuyo's emotions are on a roller coaster. She sees Mia and Akemitsu sharing a laugh, and the green monster of jealousy rears its head. And just when you thought things couldn't get steamier, Kagura swoops in and plays a spicy clip of Mia and Akemitsu. Tsukuyo's world turns upside down, convinced that the two are truly an item. Tsukuyo then corners Mia, seeking the truth about her relationship with Akemitsu. Mia initially plays it cool, insisting they're just friends. But as the chat unfolds, it becomes painfully obvious that there's a little something going on, as she unknowingly spills the beans about finding Akemitsu drop-dead handsome. In a fit of anger, she signals Kuraga to tie Mia up. In comes Akemitsu, as clueless as ever. Before he can comprehend the situation, he's bombarded with questions about the scandalous video. But the big reveal, it's merely a clip of him and Mia battling it out on a twister mat. Tsukuyo, who had misunderstood the contents of the video, is beyond mortified. Tsukuyo's mixed emotions of embarrassment and relief are palpable. The temple's daily life takes center stage, and guess what? They're out of rice! Akemitsu belts out a shriek that would rival any anime schoolgirl. With finances being tighter than a sumo wrestler in skinny jeans, they resort to asking for tribute. Unfortunately, their pleas fall on deaf ears as they get nothing. Just when you think the temple gang might starve, a kind-hearted woman comes to their rescue. However, her children are another story, asking the girls to show their opai to them. Amidst the ruckus, the generous woman drops a bit of temple lore. It turns out the villagers were once regular donors, all out of respect for Yuzuki's mother, Tsukina. But with her exit, the tradition faded. As Akemitsu helps carry the rice bags, a flood of memories hits him. It's a full circle moment, reminiscent of when he first met Yuzuki over a similar rice errand. The universe's hints aren't lost on him. Perhaps it's his destiny to be Yuzuki's rock on this spiritual and emotional journey. The looming dread of the temple shutdown returns to the forefront. And just when you think all hope is lost, Kiki hatches a plan. All they need is a tiny sum of 500,000 yen to restore their sacred idol. But Yuzuki, always the optimist with muscles bigger than her brain, ensures everyone she's got it all under control. This leaves both Akemitsu and Kiki staring, utterly bamboozled. Akemitsu's practical side emerges as he jumps into job hunting mode online. But wait, he recalls that he destroyed his phone. The obvious solution? Borrow Yuzuki's phone. But when he enters her room, he's met with a sight that gives him the kind of nosebleed only found in anime. Yuzuki, looking as demure as ever in a maid outfit. Akemitsu musters the courage to ask for Yuzuki's phone. When she learns about his job-seeking plans, she flat out refuses. Yuzuki, being the headstrong gal she is, plans to juggle multiple jobs, including one at a maid cafe, so that Akemitsu can wholeheartedly focus on his training. Our lad Akemitsu, however, is having none of that. He passionately points out the sheer madness in her plan. Working multiple gigs and training, someone's gonna get burned out. But Yuzuki, in her infinite stubbornness, sets a test for Akemitsu. He wants her phone. He's gotta make her sleep, and his weapon of choice is a massage. While the premise sounds risque, Akemitsu begrudgingly agrees, all in the spirit of aiding the temple. And lo and behold, it turns out our protagonist has some magic fingers. Yuzuki is melting under his touch and letting out sounds that suggest she's floating in a cloud of euphoria. The sounds of Yuzuki's euphoric relaxation reach the ears of Tsukuyo. Concerned, or perhaps a tad jealous, she bursts into the room. Post-massage, even as Yuzuki teeters on the edge of slumber, she remains stubborn. In a spectacular explosion of frustration, Akemitsu turns to Tsukuyo and, out of the blue, invites her out. But before any real context is given, he's out the door, leaving a whirlwind of confusion in his wake. As night envelops the temple, Tsukuyo drifts into a dream where visions of her and Akemitsu's grand wedding play out. But as she startles awake, her head colliding with Kuraga's. While fully aware that her outing with Akemitsu isn't romantic, Tsukuyo can't help but don her favorite outfit. When Akemitsu notices and compliments her, it sends her emotions into overdrive. Their so-called date is just a trip to grab a phone deal. But not just any deal, a husband-wife package, adding fuel to Tsukuyo's emotional fire. On the brink of admitting her tangled feelings, Tsukuyo opts for a safer request, his new phone number. Back at the temple, Akemitsu drops another bombshell. The phone has a secret purpose. This sends Tsukuyo into another dream-fueled spiral, imagining a whirlwind romance that ends in heartbreak. Yet again, she awakens abruptly. But this time, Kuraga is ready, using a concrete block as a barrier from Tsukuyo's unpredictable head movements. Time drifts back to a younger Yuzuki, promising her mother that she will one day run the temple herself. Fast forward to today, Yuzuki grapples with the weight of her emotions. Feeling guilty about her anger towards Akemitsu, she readies herself to apologize. But a cheerful conversation between Akemitsu and Tsukuyo stops Yuzuki in her tracks. She retreats, not ready to face the pair. As Akemitsu is scrolling through job listings on his new phone, thoughts of Yuzuki and an impending apology dance in his mind. However, Kiki summons him for a heart-to-heart. With sage-like wisdom, she delves deep, nudging Akemitsu to reevaluate his true feelings for Yuzuki. While he sees Yuzuki as a beacon of positivity, Kiki hints that this might be his bias talking. This is abruptly interrupted by a somber family requesting to relocate their ancestors' graves. Yuzuki, with her ever-beating heart of gold, acquiesces without charging a fee. But her decision stirs a tempest of emotions. As she reflects on the temple's waning trust, her resolve strengthens. To rebuild what once was, she decides she must work with the same passion her mother displayed. But in a mysterious move, Kiki ends Yuzuki's training sessions with no explanations. However, a fire has been lit in Yuzuki. She gathers the girls, announcing her renewed determination to be the best version of herself. But lo and behold, Akemitsu, the shining knight of the temple, has already completed all the tasks. The girls are all abuzz with praises for him. With every chore done and dusted, Yuzuki feels a sense of purposelessness, diving into job hunting with fervor, but sadly finding no success. As a storm thunders above, a frantic message brings a sense of dread. Yuzuki is missing! Akemitsu, not one to stand idle, dashes through the rain in search of her. Yuzuki, feverish and drenched, is haunted by the memories of her mother's words and her departure. Shadows of doubt and heartbreak engulf her. But just as hope seems lost, Akemitsu finds her, sheltering beneath a bridge. Witnessing her despair, he pulls her into a protective embrace, lifting her spirit and body to safety. Upon waking, Yuzuki finds Akemitsu's caring eyes watching over her. A moment of mutual apologies follows as the two reconcile. Akemitsu, opening his heart, recalls the day when Yuzuki's words forever changed his perspective on life. He urges her to shed her self-imposed burdens, reminding her that she isn't alone. Moved, Yuzuki tearfully tries to shield him from her family's hardships, but Akemitsu's conviction shines through. His love for the temple mirrors her own, and in this shared purpose, they find solace. Yuzuki thanks him deeply. Just when the moment feels intimate, the door bursts open. The gang's all here, having eavesdropped on the touching exchange. They vowing to face any challenge as a united family. Kiki, with her ever-present wisdom, recognizes Yuzuki's growth and promises to resume her spiritual training once she's fully recovered. Embracing the strength of community and love, Yuzuki pivots from job hunting. Instead, she rallies the worshippers for donations to repair the temple's idol. In doing so, she truly understands the value of collective effort. As dawn breaks, the temple grounds echo with laughter and joy, signifying a renewed hope for Mikazuki Temple. Thanks for joining us on this roller coaster of emotions. Until next time, always remember the magic of unity. Bye!